I'm Lucie Fink, and this week is 5 days of wedding makeup looks. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Refinery29's YouTube channel. If you're new here, be sure to click on the little subscribe button in the corner and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to see 5 different wedding makeup looks. So here's the deal. My wedding is coming up in September. I do have a little bit of time until then, and even though I've already selected the makeup artist that I'm gonna work with, I haven't yet chosen my wedding makeup look. I've seen brides rocking all types of looks on their wedding day, and the truth is, there's no right or wrong here. It's all about your personal preference. So in an effort to find the perfect look for my wedding day, I partnered up with Ulta Beauty, and last week I tried out 5 unique makeup looks. From March 17th until April 6th, Ulta Beauty is having their 21 Days of Beauty event. There are going to be some incredible beauty products, many of which I'm using in this episode, that are going to be 50% off. You heard that right, 50% off. If you're getting married soon, this video might be really helpful for you, but if weddings have nothing to do with you at the moment, don't worry because these looks can all be applied to pretty much any day or any occasion. When I went to start this week of filming, I noticed that I was breaking out, especially on my forehead, a lot more than I normally am, and I was actually going to push the shoot and wait to do these makeup looks until I had clear skin. But then I realized, Lucie, your skin might be breaking out on your wedding day, and you have to make sure the makeup look you pick is going to properly work with the breakouts. So, hashtag relatable, I did it anyway, pimples and all. On Monday, I went with an overall warm, smoky eye theme. Since my wedding is in September, I wanted to start the week off with a look that had some warm fall tones in it. If you've watched enough of this series, you know me and you know that I am not an expert makeup artist. Sure, I've copied some YouTube and Instagram beauty looks along the way over the course of the series, but the truth is, I am not an expert and I don't know much about makeup. So in order to make sure I started Monday on the right foot, I invited a professional, my friend and makeup artist Pam, to my apartment to help guide me through Monday's look.
Hi.
Hi, Pam. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm excited to be here.
So what's the first step here?
Okay, so first we're gonna do foundation.
Okay.
Put a little bit on the back of your hand. A little bit more.
And is this a thing I brush on or I beauty blend on?
What are you more comfortable with?
I'm not too familiar with beauty blenders, but I think they're really cool.
Start in the center of your face and work your way outward. And then just actually stipple.
A+?
Great. Yeah, it looks really good.
Is it blended?
Yep.
Because this look was really heavy on the eyes, Pam suggested that I actually do all of my eye makeup first and then conceal afterwards, because as you're doing eye makeup, you might have fallout. For the smoky eye, I used this Tartelette Toasted eyeshadow palette. That is a lot of alliteration. Tartelette Toasted. This one is 50% off on Ulta Beauty's 21 Days of Beauty event on March 29th, so get your hands on this. Let me open it and show you what it looks like. This one is a really warm palette, and it can be used to achieve everything from an everyday look to something a little bit more dramatic like a smoky eye. I started out with the lightest shade and then just layered on some darker and darker tones until I got the smoky eye I was hoping for. Smoky!
Don't be afraid to be messy.
Okay.
Because we clean everything up. Now is like where the real magic happens. The whole smoky eye comes together with the liner.
Okay. On top of the eyeshadow, I added some black eyeliner and then just softened it up a little and smoked it out with a dark brown eyeshadow. After this, I did 1 coat of mascara and then added false eyelashes. I did a ton of plays in high school. I was the president of my drama club, so I'm no stranger to putting on false eyelashes, but the truth is I really never ever wear them in my adult life, so I hadn't done this in a while. But if I do say so myself, I think I did a pretty good job. I cleaned up beneath my eyes with concealer, filled in my brows, and then I put bronzer all over my face.
And so you're gonna do it in the shape of a 3 and an E.
I used this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer, which literally smells like cocoa because it is made with 100% natural cocoa powder. At the end, I added a lip color and then I sprayed myself with setting spray. I really did like this look, and I thought the eyes were super dramatic and honestly great for a wedding. I think the lashes were maybe a little too intense for what I'm going for, but I did think the overall tones were great for fall. I think at this point in the year, in springtime, warm tones can look a little bit jarring on pale skin, but the truth is, my wedding is in September after the summertime, so hopefully my skin is a little bit sun-kissed then, and the warm tones will look a little bit more natural. On Tuesday, I wanted to try a look that had a little bit more of a bold and a classic flair to it. I usually wear more of a blurred black eyeliner, so on Tuesday I went with a precise wing. I began by applying foundation all over my face. Hi. I added some concealer on top, and then I set it all with this Dermablend loose setting powder. Look at this puffer. This puffy applicator is really soft and really fuzzy, and when you just tap this all over your face, it helps your makeup stay set for 16 hours. I did a very light application of eyeshadow just to create a bit of dimension, and then it was time for the wing. I used this Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner in intense black. And I know that I'm gonna be crying like a baby at my wedding, so truthfully, whatever eyeliner I use on that day has got to stay all day. I know it can be very daunting to bring a black marker in such close proximity to your eye, but the truth is, if I've learned anything about making a wing recently, it's that you just have to go big and go for it. Make it messy, make it grandiose, and then you can actually just erase with makeup remover to create that sharp effect. I topped the wing with false lashes and mascara, and then I filled in my brows and added a light bronzer. Then I added a pop of blush just to the apples of my cheeks so I didn't get washed out, and then a bright red lip color. I know people out there have a lot of opinions about wearing red lipstick on their wedding day, and the truth is, I'm not sure if it's the right look for me, but I did think it was a classic look, and the red lip screams love. And if you are gonna do a red lip on your wedding day, you just have to blot it a few times so that it's more of a red stain and not so much red color, and that way when you kiss the people that you love, it doesn't come off on them. Personally, I felt that this look seemed a little bit more high fashion as opposed to bridal, but that being said, once I put on the white dress, I did see how this could work on a wedding day. And I would love to know what you think about wearing red lips for your wedding day, so comment below and let us know your thoughts. On Wednesday, I toned things down a bit. I wanted to get into the more natural, dewy, and glowy side of things. Some of my favorite wedding looks that I've seen look really soft and they have that glowing goddess effect. So on Wednesday, my look was all about the highlighter. Whereas Monday's look was mostly about the dramatic eye, Tuesday's was mainly about the red bold lip, Wednesday's look was all about the skin. So in order to make my skin look good, I started out with this Laura Geller Spackle Hydrating Makeup Primer. It's very moisturizing and it really just soothes your skin while you're priming it for makeup. Then I went ahead and I did my classic foundation, except this time I mixed it in with a liquid highlighter to make it incredibly radiant across my whole face. Next was a concealer, and then I went on to the eyeshadow. I used a wash of shimmery eyeshadow across my whole lid, and then I just did some brown eyeliner on top of that. I topped it with mascara and lashes, and then I filled in my brows. Instead of the matte bronzers that I had been using for the two previous looks, this time I used a shimmery bronzer and a shimmery blush. And then, as if I wasn't glowing enough already, I added some more highlighter on top of all of this. I used Benefit's Watts Up Cream Highlighter, which is one of my favorite products in the world, and I went kind of crazy all over my face. I used a soft pink, almost nude lipstick, and then I added some more liquid highlighter right to the center of my lips. I finished with an illuminating setting spray, and if I do say so myself, I was glowing. I loved how soft and natural this look was. I really liked the way my skin looked, and I loved how the highlighter was just bouncing off my skin from every angle. It just felt like I had overall very healthy and dewy skin. I think people can be really scared of that dewy or that wet look on their skin because they think it's gonna make them look oily. And even I thought that a dewy look was achieved by putting on some sort of gloss on your face or even a gel. But I realized that your skin is actually dry, you're just shimmering and glowing like a goddess. And you still have to catch the light just right if you want to see it. On Thursday, I wanted to try out a wedding makeup look that was a little bit out of the box. I loved Wednesday's more natural look, and the truth is, I think I am gravitating towards more neutral tones and colors, but I did want to try at least one look that was really fun and really bright. On Thursday, I was already at the Refinery29 office working on some video edits, so I just popped downstairs to the hair and makeup space and tried out my look. To exfoliate and tone my skin, especially after having worn so much makeup over the past few days, I first started out with these First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I just ran them all over my face and then I moved on to foundation. After a little concealer, I pulled out my 3 Lime Crime palettes. There's Venus, Venus 2, and Venus 3. These palettes are all different shades, they're all different colors, and I started out with the Venus 3 palette and just added a touch of shimmery and sparkling pink and purplish hues. I deepened it around the edges with a dark purple and then added some color to my lower lash line. Next was mascara, lashes, and brows. Then I added a dusting of bronzer just to warm up my face, followed by a bright pink blush, which really complemented the pinkish color in my eyeshadow. I put on some highlighter, and then it was time for my favorite part of this look, the lips. I started out with a vivid magenta pink lipstick, but it was very matte, so I added some of the shimmery eyeshadow from one of the palettes to my lips to make some extra shine. After this look was complete, I popped on a flower crown, which is definitely something that I'm considering weaving into my hairdo on my wedding day. Maybe not as intensely as I did on Thursday, but I think the flowers really picked up the pinkish tones in the makeup, and overall, this was a look. Michael and I were actually considering some botanical gardens as our wedding venue, and if we had chosen a spring wedding date, this look might have been perfect with the pink flowers blooming everywhere. But for the actual setting we chose and the time of year that we settled on, this look might not fit the palette of the landscape properly. I did get a lot of compliments from my coworkers, and I actually think this look might be good for the Sunday brunch after the wedding, but I'm not convinced that it's perfect for the wedding day. Comment below and let us know what you think. To contrast Thursday's kind of crazy spring look, I wanted my Friday look to be the most like my everyday natural makeup. In preparation, I used this Mario Badescu Vitamin C Serum the night before. I dropped 4 drops into my palm, warmed it up a little bit, and then gently pressed it into my skin. And after a week of trying makeup looks, this really helped to brighten up some uneven skin. I started with foundation and concealer, and then I put a soft brown eyeshadow across my lids and used a dark eyeshadow shade as an eyeliner to make it really soft and really smudgy. I didn't use any fake lashes for this look to keep it really natural, so next I just added mascara, I filled in my brows, and then I bronzed with this Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer. This is a little bit of a lighter version of the Chocolate Soleil that I used on Monday. I put on a little blush, a little highlighter, a nude matte color on my lips, and that was that. Going into this experiment, I actually thought that this full neutral look on Friday would be the total winner and that all the others were going to be way too extreme for me, but as it turns out, especially after seeing some of the other looks, I actually don't think Friday's look was enough makeup for my wedding day. I think I would personally like to pull elements from each of these days together to make my final makeup look. I love the smoky eye from Monday, I love the dewy glowy skin from Wednesday, and I love the nude lip from Friday. Whatever it is I wind up actually doing, I think there's immense value in just trying a whole bunch of looks because you never know what you're gonna like until you try. It's just like trying on a wedding dress. You might think you have this vision of exactly what you want, but then you go in and you try things on and you expand your mind, and you might find that you love something that you thought you hated. Get out of your comfort zone, try new things, and you might just surprise yourself. Thank you so much for tuning back in and watching this episode. Comment below and let us know what other 5-day challenges you want to see on Try Living with Lucie, and we'll see you then. Bye! Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. Click here to watch another 5-day challenge video, right here to subscribe to Refinery29 on YouTube, and right here for my personal YouTube channel. See ya!